Hey everybody, this is Jeff Fox, Trip Howell, and Jamie Patrick with the Fox Group. Just wanted to bring you a weekly update on what we're seeing in the market in this crazy time and give you some information as we move forward this week. So before we do that, we just wanted to take a quick 30 seconds each and tell you about the best things we've seen online this week. So me personally, Some Good News by John Krasinski. Awesome. Encouraging stories. Really fun. Check it out on YouTube. And then also a video called The Blessing by Red Rocks Church. It was actually a video they put together with a song. Really just cool video clips from all over the country of families and healthcare workers in hospitals, all the good things that are happening in this crazy time. Just a really encouraging video to watch. So check that out as well. Trip, how about you?
I also love Some Good News. John's great. Tierney, my wife's been making me watch a lot of TikToks with her. We've seen some funny ones. The other night we watched one where the Titanic theme song was playing with something pretty going on in the front of the screen, and then the screen zooms into the background. There's this super ugly dog freaking out in the back. It's hilarious. And lots of Jimmy Fallon. The Jimmy Fallon at home. Awesome. Really good.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Cool. Jamie.
So we have a lot of people in our house right now. We're eating a lot of food. And one of my favorites has been, well, I've seen a lot of funny memes, but the one that I always remember is the one of Little Debbie, like Little Debbie cakes, and Big Deborah. And everybody's joking about, I was Little Debbie when this started, but I'm going to be Big Deborah when this is over. And speaking of which, our neighbors have been great, texting and just kind of collaborating that way. But an Hawaiian ice truck just showed up on our street and is delivering shaved ice to families today, which is really cool. So that was a fun surprise my kids were looking forward to. Super sweet.
Awesome. Hey, if you are a food truck owner, do that. Such a great idea. Just tell a neighborhood you're coming. And I'd love to see some food trucks roaming neighborhoods. It'd be awesome.
Great.
Well, hey, real estate stuff. So there's a lot of things we actually should know today from our governor, kind of what the rollout will be here, the first wave of lifting restrictions. We don't know if real estate will be part of that or not. If you don't know right now, we are not allowed to show homes. So there's been some effects in our market as a result of us not being able to take buyers into homes right now. You can still purchase a home. You can still do an inspection and an appraisal after you are under contract, but we are not allowed to do any marketing, which makes it a little bit of a challenge to actually sell homes. So we wanted to talk about that a little bit. We looked at the last week since this new shutdown order had been put in place to know exactly are homes still selling where people can not actually go in the home and see it before they go under contract. And the debate is still out. Currently on the market, on the west side, this is from Candela's down to Morrison, there are 362 homes on the market, 77 of which, actually 39 of which went under contract in the last week. But we have been scanning through those listings together as a team, and I've only found one so far that actually went under contract where it was impossible for someone to actually see it beforehand. All the other listings were on the market before the showings shutdown went into effect. So we're still trying to analyze what that would look like. Guys, any thoughts on that?
I looked in the Highlands also where I'm at, and no homes have gone under contract since this no showing order has been out. In the past week, 0 homes in general. Go back last 2 weeks, there's only been 6 homes going under contract, but all of those 6 were listed before this stay-at-home order.
Yeah. Same here. I mean, it's just, and just with the clients I've been working with, it's just hard to navigate that. Listing agents have been quick to provide videos, but it's just not really the same as being in the house physically, which can present a challenge, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You really have to have a contract accepted by buyers and sellers now to even get in for a showing, pretty much.
Right.
Yeah, so what we're seeing there, Jamie, can you describe kind of what we're seeing, how you can go ahead and purchase a home and see it in that contract period?
Yeah, so you actually can make an offer on a house, go under contract, but write into the offer that you would like to be able to see the house within 24 hours as a contingency. So after you go under contract, you go in and see the house, and if there's something about it that you don't like, then do away with the contract and falls out of contract. So something you can do, but obviously just a little bit of risk, I guess, they're involved with that.
Right. So how would you guys advise a seller right now who has their home on the market, who's used to getting whatever they want for their home, really strong market up through March? How would you advise them moving forward here in the next couple months?
Assuming they're already listed, if they've got to be willing to negotiate at this point. It's just not the same market that we've seen this past few years, especially here in Denver. Buyers specifically know that there is not much of any competition. So if the seller is in a position where they need to get the house gone, that their top priority should be getting a contract, not getting out every single cent they can.
Yeah.
Good idea. Yeah, so we're heading into a very unknown time, guys, the next few months, especially as long as we're restricted on showings. As a seller, you just need to be willing to be flexible if you need to move on. If you are a seller and you don't have to sell right away, we'd encourage you, again, as we said last week, to wait until at least the showing restriction has been lifted, if you can. There are some homeowners right now who have lost jobs, who are considering mortgage forbearance. We did want to talk about that just a little bit, and we really want to encourage you to be careful there. Don't just stop making mortgage payments and thinking you're going to be covered. You need to call your lender. You need to have that conversation and find out exactly what the terms are with mortgage forbearance, and know what you're getting into. There are different ways it can look. You can have your payments delayed for 3 months or so, and then you have to still pay a lump sum after those 3 months with interest for the payments you've missed. There are some programs where you'll actually get those payments tagged on to the end of your loan. But be careful. The way your paperwork was written that you signed at closing when you purchased a house, if you miss payments, they can start the foreclosure process on you. So make sure you ask them, okay, what are my risks by doing this forbearance? What am I risking? And can you foreclose on me if I miss any payments? Not that they will right now, but they could if you're in a situation where you're behind on payments. So ask the right questions. Make sure you're protecting yourself. And whatever you do, do not do mortgage forbearance unless you absolutely have to. Don't use this as a way to just pocket a little extra money. Because you can. That's not the best way to use this, and it could hurt your credit. It could hurt you moving forward in a future purchase. So just be careful there.
Yeah.
Let's see. And looking ahead, we are all wondering what this is going to look like looking ahead. And I think we need to be honest with you guys as realtors that we don't know. For us to sit here and say we think things are going to take off here in a few months, a lot of people are saying that, would be unfair to you. We just don't know that yet. There are a lot of things that can happen, and it really is going to depend on how long these shutdowns are in place. We know we're going to get through this, get past this virus eventually, but the shutdowns are what has hurt our economy. And so if those shutdowns linger a lot longer, there are going to be more job losses, and it's going to be a tougher recovery. If they're lifted sooner, we still have a very short supply, limited supply of homes. We may pop out of this quickly, and we may be the leading factor that helps get our economy back on track, but we just can't promise that right now. So feel free to reach out to any of us as far as your personal situation with your home, your job situation, what's the best thing for you. We're here to talk with you about the different scenarios out there as far as waiting, as far as selling quickly, and the potential drawbacks as well as the advantages that could lie ahead for you in the future. Guys, anything else to add before we go?
I think I would just say if you're in the pre-qualification process as a buyer, it's important to check with your lender because some of the requirements there are changing. And again, we're hoping that everything bounces back quickly, but do be aware of that. It may even be worth contacting your lender just to see where you are in that process. And again, things are changing every week, so we could be back with a completely different message next week. But for this week specifically, that's definitely something you need to keep in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jamie, speaking about mortgage lending process, even mortgage applications for home purchases are down just about 33% year on year for this month, which is huge.
Mhm.
Just another sign that not only are times slow in real estate, but we just don't know how long will that take to get over, as Jeff was just saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome. We'll be in touch next week. Feel free to check us out, and we'll continue to keep you posted on what we're seeing. Take care, guys. Stay healthy.
Bye.